Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. I can barely contain myself. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. I have been reading more and more about why so many of us can't get out of our own way. Do you ever wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I know I want to grow. I know I want to expand. I know I want to get outside of my comfort zone. But man, I find myself just kind of continually gravitating to old habits and old ways of being. In fact, when I look at where I want to go and where I want to grow, I sometimes kind of says, it's impossible. I'm kind of stuck where I am. I feel like cruise control is my way of being. It's my mode of choice, even though it's not my mode by design, it's by default. Well, have I, I've got a story for you. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to just boom your heart. And you're going to go, nothing is impossible. And I want this story to just hit you where you live. You can be a possibilitarian. You know what? The outer weather that's happening around you creates your inner atmosphere. And if your inner atmosphere is complacent and comfortable and stuck and residing in mediocrity, you need to decorate your life with something more beautiful, more powerful, more courageous, more compelling. And you're the decorator. You are the exterior decorator. Who you hang out with, the media you watch, the way that you decorate your life is who you become. So I'm going to decorate your life in the next minute with a story that is going to blow you away, that's going to make you go, oh my gosh, my inner atmosphere is possible. I am a possibilitarian. I'm ready to rock the world. This gentleman right here, yes, and those are the Himalayas, and this is his mode of transportation. His name is Goran Krop. And Goran decided one day he was tired of people saying, oh, that's impossible. You can't do this. You can't. He was a great athlete. He was a mountain climber. He was, the guy was just a badass. He just was. But people kept on telling him when he was making visions and sharing big ideas of what he wanted to do with his life, people would say, you can't do that. That's impossible. So guess what he did? He did the impossible, but it wasn't impossible for him. One day, he packed up this bike and he packed up his clothes and he had a couple 100 pounds of gear that he was dragging. And he dragged it from Sweden all the way across China, all the way across the first set of small Himalayans. That doesn't even sound right. And he ended up in Kathmandu, Nepal. So he rode his bike from Sweden to Nepal. And then he got off his bike and he put his big backpack on and he carried 100 pounds of stuff from Nepal, Kathmandu, all the way to the Everest base camp. And I've done that, and it's a long, hard hike. And then he took about 40 of those pounds and left them behind. And he took another 60 plus pounds and put it on his back. And he climbed to the top of Mount Everest. He climbed the top of Mount Everest with no oxygen, with no help, with nobody, all by himself. This is after he rode from Sweden to the foot of Mount Everest. And then he climbed back down. And then he hiked all the way back to Kathmandu, which is another 4.5-week hike. And then he got on his bicycle and put those 200 pounds of gear, and he rode his bike from Nepal back to Sweden. And he did it in less than a year. So, do you have anything standing in the way of where you'd love to be in your life, what you'd love to create in your life? And do you ever have that thing come up and say, oh, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? That's impossible. Based on some history, some outdated beliefs, somebody telling you something, you couldn't do something, and you believed it until today. And maybe you've been telling yourself an old story that no longer serves you, and today is the day that you write your sequel. Today is the day that you rise up and you say, you know what? I am going to overcome anything that I've set in my way because I have a purpose that's bigger than me. I'm going to get out of my way. I'm going to follow the lead of this gentleman, Goran Krop, and other people that you admire, that you love, and you are going to be one of those people that you admire and you love at a whole new level because you demonstrated uncommon courage and you pursued a path for your life called passion and purpose. Let's rise and shine. Happy awesomeness to you, possibilitarian. Love and blessings. Bye for now.